All right, so it was quite the weekend, wasn't it? Got the Browns winning on Sunday, finally. Ohio State rolls again, and Ohio State basketball wins. So it's a unique situation in which all three teams won. So if you're like me and you're a fan of all those teams, it was a good weekend. So we're going to do a quick preview of the Browns Steelers game coming up on Thursday. This game is, of course, in Cleveland. It is prime time, being a Thursday night game. Um, this is a very interesting matchup. Currently, the spread is -3 on Cleveland. I am shocked by that. I am very shocked by that. And I'll tell you why. So, going into this game, the Browns are coming off of probably their best offensive performance. The whole offseason, once they got OBJ, once we got Kareem Hunt, and signed a couple of these other big name players, everybody was saying how this offense is just going to be able to roll. That has not happened. There's multiple different theories and reasons why. Um, we have a first-year rookie head coach, second-year quarterback who technically a couple games in was still in his rookie season as far as the games he played. It's been rough. All right, you have the youngest team in the NFL with a rookie head coach. That says it all right there. That's a horrible combination, and that's not even saying anything about the egos. Um, so it's been very rough. And coming off of that Browns game Sunday, obviously we won. It was 16-19. Browns win, and I'm not going to go too in depth on that. I'm just going to do a preview of this game coming up and give you my thoughts on how I think it's going to go. So Baker Mayfield in this game, to me, had his best performance of the year. Now, I'm not saying it was perfect. It was far from perfect. But as far as the eye test, what you needed to see so after the bye week, we have played a lot of strong secondaries. That's one of the things when people said, okay, well, you got an easier schedule. Coming off the bye week, you should be able to beat these teams. They've been weak at certain spots. They're not nearly as strong as your Seahawks, Patriots, Rams. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to win these games, especially with the people that you have. The weakness this team has had has been turnovers, lack of discipline, and just overall game plan and execution. It's been bad. Passing the football has been a nightmare. And you'd think with OBJ and Jarvis, and we can go down the line, you'd think it'd be a lot better. But coming off of the bye week, Baker has been better against some of the better secondaries, which is actually surprising to think of. Against the Bills, he was 26-38, 238 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. He was sacked twice. So it was he had a quarterback rating of 102.7. If you care. But anyway, so facing the Steelers. Now, I told you against some of the better secondaries recently he's been successful. Just talking about Baker. This is going to be a situation in which passing should be the last thing that you're going to want to do. The Pittsburgh Steelers started off a little rough. They lost Ben. They had to make a couple moves. They traded for Minkah Fitzpatrick. This trade was something that I thought in the end could bite them in the butt, only because their quarterback situation was kind of unsure at the time. Still is to an extent, but it was a lot less cleared up than it is now. Mason Rudolph, people didn't know if he was ready. Obviously, he sat a year or two, I think a year. I can't remember. But anyway, so was he going to be able to do the job? That was the question. Now, since he has come in, has he been perfect? No, he hasn't. But has he been able to do his job? Yes. All right. The Steelers went out and they traded for Minkah Fitzpatrick at a position of need that they had. Safety was the only weakness of this defense for the Steelers. In all reality, they drafted Devin Bush, a guy who I didn't think was going to be nearly as good as he has been. He's been outstanding. I don't think he's the best defensive rookie, but he's certainly in the top three. I think you can argue he's two, and I'm fine with that. But I think Nick Bosa's had a better year. But anyway, regardless, they have fixed a lot of the needs that they had. So they go out, they get Minkah Fitzpatrick, and all of a sudden, one thing that you're seeing from the Steelers defense now is not only are they able to get pressure and get sacks, but now they are able to get turnovers because what they do is once they get you in situations where you're either getting sacked, you're throwing the ball away, or you're forcing it, a lot of quarterbacks start forcing it. A lot of times, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who plays kind of that center field, can look for ball, see ball, go get ball. That's kind of what he's done. Same thing with Devin Bush. If a ball gets tipped up, he's right there to get it. They just been a whole new team after this trade. They are really hot right now. They started off rough. Now they're on a roll. All right. So they're coming into this Browns game. They beat the Rams. It was kind of a rough start. They were able to rebound, get things back together, and win that game. And they deserve all the credit in the world for that. But it's an interesting matchup on Thursday because the Browns have finally looked like they can have somewhat of an offense. Kareem Hunt came in on Sunday, his first game as a Cleveland Brown, as far as the regular season, and he was outstanding. He was outstanding. He was great blocking. He was great running. He was fantastic catching. He was kind of the Swiss Army knife for this offense, and he got things on a roll. I didn't think he was going to be able to come in and things were going to change a lot. And they haven't completely changed, but he's been a huge part of this offense with his first start. So facing the Steelers, I just told you they're great at pass rush. They add Minkah Fitzpatrick, and now they're dangerous in the pass game as well as a whole. Same with run too, but with TJ Watt, with Cameron Hayward, with Bud Dupree, they're going to be able to get pressure. They're going to be able to stop you. All right. The Browns' weakness is that offensive line. Left tackle is horrible. Horrible. Right tackle is not strong either. I've watched Greg Robinson pretty closely every game. It's been horrible. It's been horrible. And I know what you're saying. Okay, well, why is Nick Chubb having such a great year? It's because Nick Chubb is a freaking monster. That's why. It's amazing the things that he's done. So, yeah, the offensive line has been horrible. But as of late, couple moves, White Teller moves up as started, a right guard. I've been saying that for the whole year since we got him. That needed to happen. Finally happens, and he's playing better than Cush was. Now, left tackle Greg Robinson was benched. Justin McCray stepped up, played a lot better. And of course, Freddie Kitchens decides, why do what's best for the team? Let's put the guy who can't block anybody back in as your starting left tackle. So of course, that's been an issue. So the offensive line is awful. It's horrible. You got a few good pieces, and then you just have garbage. And facing the Steelers defense is going to be a nightmare. I think the game plan for this game should be about 20% passing, 80% running. I think either one or two things is going to happen. Either this is going to be a blowout Steelers win, or it's going to be a really close, low-scoring game. It depends on what Browns defense shows up. Browns defense all year has been what has kept them in a lot of these games. They've kind of been that leading force of the team. But as of late, it's been rough. I don't know why, but it has been. Finally get Greedy Williams and Denzel Ward back. They've had a huge impact. But now Olivier Vernon's out. He's day-to-day. I don't know if he's going to play Thursday or not. I hope he does. But I don't know. It's just kind of a situation in which there's a lot of uncertainties. All you can do right now is speculate. Steelers are coming in hot. The Browns finally look like they have somewhat of an offense. So we'll see. But game plan is something with the Browns that no matter how common sense it is, Freddie Kitchens will find a way to mess it up. So if I had to do a prediction, I think this game's probably going to be like a 14-17 type game, or I can see like a 21-3 kind of game. I don't know. I don't think the Browns are going to win this game. I don't trust Freddie Kitchens at all. The game plan, as far as a whole, has been a lot better. They finally put Baker in some of the situations last year that he was so good at, game planning with play action. With the addition of Kareem Hunt, it helped a lot. He was able to execute, which they should have been doing this stuff all year anyway. But at least now you're starting to see it. So I don't know. I'm not ready to say prove it. That's what I'm saying right now with the Browns. Prove it that you can stay consistent. Steelers have a fantastic defense. Their offense is not great. I'm sorry. It's not. But Mike Tomlin is smart enough to know your starting quarterback goes down. You got a young guy who's still learning. Put him in the best situation to win. Steelers don't do a lot of deep passes. They don't do a lot of deep stuff. They run the ball a lot and they pass over the middle short to mid-range. That's what they do. That's what they're best at. The Browns defense should be able to stop them. I don't think we will because I haven't seen it consistently. I don't know. It sucks because it's like we're coming off this Bills game. Was it ugly? Yes. Was it pathetic? Yes. But you know what? You got the win. It sucks because I think Freddie Kitchens is going to find a way to lose this game. If we can keep it close, which I do think it will be, I think Freddie's going to find a way to blow it. I know you can't blame coaching on everything, but you've seen your quarterback take steps of improvement. You've seen guys come out and play better. Nick Chubb carrying the whole team on his back. It's not all about players. The same thing with basketball. Basketball, it's mostly about players. Football, coaching has more of an impact. If you can't put your players in the position to win, they're not going to. Freddie Kitchens on Sunday had a 5-wide set, nobody in the backfield on 1st and 10. When you're on the 8-yard line, Baker Mayfield standing on the 2. I guess what, I wonder what's going to happen here. Guess what? They pin their ears back, they blitz, get a safety. You can't have that. If you're going to beat the Steelers, you're going to have to take what they give you. You can't have these stupid coaching mistakes. Mike Tomlin, as much as I've criticized him, he's not going to make those mistakes. I think this is going to be rough. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But this team has proved nothing to me to say that they can stay consistent. I don't know. I think the Steelers are probably going to have 2 or more turnovers because, frankly, I think Freddie's probably going to try to pass the ball a lot. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't pass at all. What we did last week with OBJ, first play, downfield bomb. I think we need to come out. We need to run to set up the pass. That's the only way you're going to win this game. Steelers are way too good defensively. I don't care who you have on offense. If you don't have anybody protecting, it's going to go horrible. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But, I'm conditioned for failure with this team. So, let me know your thoughts. Do you think this is a winnable game? I think it's winnable, but I don't think we will win because, frankly, we got an idiot calling plays and making decisions. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.